Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope everyone's having a great morning so far and a great trading session as well. We are just getting out of some low impact news, which I am so confused because for whatever reason, the last couple of days, my news indicator has actually not been showing the news. I don't really know why, but it's not. I'll figure it out later. It might be an update or something, who knows. But we're here. I've taken one trade this morning. It was a break even. It was one of those that I didn't really want to take because it was close to a break even level, but sometimes the level, it pushes through levels. So I went ahead and took it, had to break even immediately, and as soon as it broke even, it pushed through. It was this buy right here. Look at that entry. Look at that wick entry. But I had to break even immediately. That was the only trade I took. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning, good morning. Not a bad trade earlier, but math wrong. I wanted 25 points, not 20. Oh well, try again later. But it wasn't a bad trade. That's a good thing. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? How are you guys? How was your weekend? I spent my weekend reworking some of my setups, mainly because I now have a month's worth of data, which is helpful because when I went into it July 19th, I only had 1 day worth of data. So obviously, over time you collect enough data. It's like, okay, wait. So definitely was a couple of trades that I was like, with a couple of setups, and yeah, my hunch was right. I did when I tell you a complete rework of the divergence trades at my middle and major half trend levels. I was like way more restrictive than I had to be, and that's the reason why I wanted to rework them, because I felt like there's a lot of times when I see these trades set up and I can't take them, and I kind of was on the right track. It wasn't like I was completely wrong, but yeah, I was way more restrictive than I had to be. And also, while I was like going through that stuff, I actually pulled up on Canva, because I do all my cheat sheets on Canva and I have it all in the same document. And basically every time I need to update the cheat sheet, I just duplicate the last one and keep the most recent one on the top and, make whatever changes. And so I went back to the last cheat sheet that I had before I switched over to order flow, because I wanted to see if I was kind of on the right track already. It was just the only difference was knowing who's in control in the POC, not instead of just knowing where the POC was in the entry bar. And sure enough, my cheat sheets were pretty similar. The only, like, I was on the right track and where I wanted the POC to be in the entry bar, I was fairly on the right track. There was a couple where, I might only want it in the wick, but it was okay to be in the wick and the body. But because I didn't know who was in control, I didn't know that the body was okay if it was a certain thing inside of, the POC or whatever. So it was just funny to see, like, I literally would, and it's crazy because when I started trading with the POC was when I started seeing a difference in my P&L. I was still red a lot, but I wasn't as red. Like, I would have $100 negative days, maybe 200 here and there. But yeah, it was nice to see that I was on the right track. I just needed to know what was going on inside of the bars. That's it. So that was actually pretty cool. But it took me a minute. Like yesterday, it took me about, I would say, 2.5 hours or so to completely rework the divergence trades at the middle half trend. Yeah, 2.5 hours is no easy feat, but I'm excited going into this week to see like how these reworks end up working out. I am. Good morning, Applejacks. Good morning. Good morning. That was your buy also? Nice. Yeah, I literally and I'm pretty sure that was the only setup I had. Besides, there was one trade I didn't take that I set out of because it was divergence sell at the major support level, but it was going through the body and not. If it wicked off, I would have been fine. All right, let me see if I could find where it was. Here. Everything was so perfect, but like I said, we were so close to this level, and most of the time I won't even take the trade when we're close to the level like that, but I was like, it's already almost 8:40. Let me just go ahead and take the trade. But I had to break even immediately, and I'm telling you, as soon as I hit that break even, it went. It went. Let me see if I can find it on here. It was 8:37. Oh, 8:38. See. Yep, legit. So this is the inside of the bars right here. And literally the top of this candle right here, that is where that sell rotation level was that I had to break even at. Literally right there. And you can see we hit it, popped down, and just took off. So, yeah. Let's see. All right, I can't take that trade. All right, let me put y'all back on the right edge over there. I did also get rid of one of my setups. It's the alternate pullbacks where I think it's this one. Yeah. Lower low to higher high to higher low. And it's crazy because again, when I went and looked at my old cheat sheet, I had stopped taking those trades altogether. But when I started trading this way with the order flow, I was like, maybe the problem wasn't the setup. And the reason why I think that setup causes so many issues is because you think about it. Whenever let's say we're in a downtrend and we're trying to establish an uptrend, we usually wait for confirmation first, right? Like we want something to happen first before we can confirm that we are indeed in an uptrend, whether it's breaking, let's say we draw a trend line here. Even though we broke through the trend line, we could easily just drop back below the trend line, right? So most of the time you want to see a tap a trend line or just something. Well, the problem with this particular setup is that there really is nothing to confirm it when it comes to trading on Renkos. So it's like this one's a little bit different because we're changing the complete overall trend bias. But even if this happened and we were going for a sell in a downtrend, this still is technically a change of the trend because we went from having a lower low, we established a higher high in that swing, and then we pulled down to a higher low. So I think that that's why that particular setup doesn't work that well. Maybe at some point I'll be able to collect enough data to figure something out because it does happen a lot on Renkos like that. But for now, I'm not worried about it. I told you guys I don't need to catch everything. As long as I can catch the trades that are the most effective, most efficient, have the highest win-loss ratio, that's all I really care about. That's it. That's all. I don't even, it's cool. Oh, that was almost a setup. But yeah, so I did that. I also found out on this particular divergence, the complete counter trend, I was a little bit too restrictive. Just basically like when we are at the prime high and low, I usually like for it to wick off of it as long as like this swing is less than the previous swing in the same direction, because that gives you volume divergence basically, which is what I trade. I trade volume divergence. But I basically found out that I can still trade even if the prime high or low goes through the body of the entry candle. So we're good there. What else did I have to figure out? There was some setups with the regular pullbacks I had to get rid of. It's funny because one of them that I was kind of questioning, I basically realized it had only set up 4 times in the last month, and I think it won once, lost twice, broke even on one. And it makes sense why it shouldn't work out and why the POC should be something totally opposite. It literally makes sense when you think about it from an order flow standpoint. So when I saw the stats, I was like, this makes sense. But yeah. Good morning, Trenches. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. You tried Beyonce's hair products yesterday. How do you like them? I've seen good and bad. Choppy ass morning, yeah. Green to red, red to, so you going back and forth. Are you walking away now that you back green? Or are you gonna stay in? What you gonna do? Stressful, Mr. Not you calling him Mr. Vacation. Y'all, I could not sleep well last night. First of all, I went to sleep late because I had to fix my cheat sheet. And I think I finished it after like maybe an hour and a half. So it was probably like, I don't know, maybe like 1:45 when I finished. But then I couldn't find my eye mask. I need to find it. I have to find it. I woke up like 3 or 4 times last night. I could not sleep without my eye mask. I wake up with my eyes burning and running because I sleep with 4 fans and I sleep with my eyes open, like partially open. So I'm waking up because I could feel tears just running down my eyes. I'm waking up because I could feel my eyes burning. It was a mess. I'm not too sure about the other products yet. You like the hydrating shampoo? The Fed speaking today. Said it was at 8:15, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, but my news indicator, well, it wouldn't show it anymore now because after 5 minutes it goes away, but it has not been showing the news. Matter of fact, let me go look in the ecosystem because ain't nothing setting up right now. Let me go see if he updated it. I feel like it's been working since I updated my NinjaTrader version, right? Yeah, it has, because last week sometime when I was still journaling like around 12 o'clock, and I remember there was some kind of 12:30 news, and I remember it going off. So I don't know why it's not working properly. I don't know. Where did... Oh, that changed way back there. Okay, we're good. Yeah. I don't see anything else. Yeah, I don't see anything else for the rest of the day either. Should call it I'm up daily go, but I only traded on 1 PA. You need to trade your other ones. You don't copy trade? Oh yeah, y'all. So let me tell y'all about the dumbass shit I did yesterday. So I started walking again. Saturday I walked a mile. Yesterday I walked a mile. I want to do just a mile. I don't want to do more than that. But I just want to walk like a mile, maybe 3-4 times a week. Nothing major. And then strength train 2 days a week. I don't like going past 2 days. But so the first day I remembered my sunscreen, and I usually only put sunscreen on my face. I don't really care about the rest of my body getting darker, but I always put sunscreen on my face because I have hyperpigmentation, so I don't want those spots to get darker. You know what I mean? I don't care about being darker. It's just I don't like my face like that. So I forgot to put my sunscreen on, and I thought about it when I was about halfway through the first lap, because I basically walked 2 laps in a small part of my neighborhood. If I do the super lap, I would be done, but I don't really like going that far away because I feel like, even though I walk, I don't run, I don't jog or anything because my back and my knees are so fucked up from sports. But it's like if my grandma calls me because she's having an emergency or whatever, I can make that jog back. If I do a super lap, I cannot. So I forgot my sunscreen, right? Thought about it halfway through the first lap, and I was like, shit. Y'all, when I came back in this house and went and got in the shower, I had this headband on, right? Let me see if I can show y'all. Y'all see that? If that is not the most ghetto tan line. And I was only outside for 20 minutes. And half of my walk is in the shade. I said, what the? So basically, I'm going to have to wear a headband until the winter. Because it was so much worse yesterday. So much worse. I was like, yo. Yeah. Ghetto. You copy with others. Yeah. I said, what? Why? Just so ghetto. Girl, what was you thinking? You weren't. You weren't. And I'm usually so diligent about putting sunscreen on my face. But I tan so easily. Like, so easily. It's insane. That would have to push down further, which it is now, but don't want a level to go through the body of the candle though, so alright, that's a little better. It's a huge imbalance in that candle. I wonder if I would get filled on that. Let me go look. So I was thinking about that. I would get filled on that. Alright, so that's not a setup I would ever take. However, one thing that I have been noticing is, but see, I don't really like taking I don't like counter trend divergence with imbalances though, so I can't even really do that because most of the time it actually doesn't work out. Yeah, so we're just gonna scratch that theory that I just had. Scratch it, never mind. Scratch it, because I remember I looked at that not too long ago actually. What is that? 1.5. Now that I think about it, I did. Alright, can't take that sell. Scratch the theory. Damn. The PLC dropped a little too far. And you're gonna work out. That was exactly what I wanted, but the PLC was on a level, so I couldn't take it. She want to go to the trampoline park, but we just did that last Tuesday. I want to take her to this flower the city. She telling people I won't take her. You ungrateful little heathen. Wait for her mama to get off and take her in a minute since I'm taking too long. Oh my God. Is her birthday today? If so, happy birthday to your little one. Baby, you tell kids no one time. You don't ever. Girl, Why is you being dramatic? Speaking of, I'm gonna have to make sure I remember to call my babies today. I was gonna call them yesterday, but their dad came over. Um, but I think today is their first day of school, and so when we went on our family vacation a couple of weeks ago, I asked my niece. I said, "You ready for big girl school?" She was like, "No." I said, "But why?" I said, "You're not ready to go to school with your brother? He's not gonna be in my class." I said, "But still, like, you just not ready for big girl school?" No, I said, "Well, you not in the same class as your little brother in daycare." I know, but no, TT. So when her daddy came over here yesterday, he said he asked her, "You ready for big girl school?" She said no. And I guess they had like some kind of open house or whatever. And he said she was sitting next to a little Hispanic girl and told her, "Say hi." She said no. He said, "Say hi to her." He said she looked at her and said, "Hi." I said, "Oh my God, this girl here." This girl right here is a mess, okay? A hot mess. And I guess they already had some kind of project, probably like a brace iker, ice breaker for the first day of school. They had to like create a little poster board and put like a small family tree on there, basically. I was like, I hope they didn't expect no huge family tree because your family is way too big. But so that's what he came over here so he could print the pictures. Where? Why is that not? Oh, that is on. Oh, whatever. All right, let's see. Let's see. Only 380. Only? I'm done trading for the day. I hit my daily loss limit. Tomorrow is another day. Good morning, online safety. How are you this morning? You're right. Tomorrow is another day. $7.46. Damn, it's already a weak level. Yeah, every time we have a pullback, we're pulling back and it's a weak level. The sellers already took over and now it's a weak pullback, so I can't take it. Oh, wait, actually, I probably could have taken that one. No, I couldn't. Why don't I have that? Oh, I do have it written in here. I was looking for it. I do have it written. Okay. We're trading at the POC of the day. Oh, that's funny. The POC is right where my line is. Up there. Excuse me. Okay, that ended up working out. That's good to see. All right, I've been looking into these like minor, it's like a divergence at my first half trend. I haven't started taking the trades yet, but I just started tracking it like maybe Thursday. So I'm not all the way comfortable taking it yet, but it worked out. I don't know if I would have gotten filled, and probably not. Let's see. Yeah, that would have been a no fill. You could see that we had like one tick of drawdown, but my entry would have been here, and the difference between the reversal bar and the following bar was 0.003 seconds. So I absolutely would not have gotten filled on that trade anyway. So it's no big deal. But yeah, I kind of already know basically what I'm looking for with it. I just need to see it set up a couple of times, and then I'll be fine. Then I would be fine. We are trading near Friday's POC right now, which is at 6:05. Kids can be so unbothered, baby. Yes. The school's already started. Really? Most of the kids here just started today, I believe. Yeah, today. Oh, I'm going to lose that trade probably. Hopefully it comes and breaks even. There was stacked imbalances, which I don't like trading, but it didn't pop up until the bar closed. If the trade wins, I might go back and relook at the stacked imbalances, because maybe it doesn't matter in the rest of my set. Like the actual setup was not correct at the time. Did the zigzag change? I don't remember. Oh shit, y'all didn't even see. My bad. I took that trade right there. I think the zigzag changed. I don't remember. But yeah, that'll be the one thing I'll probably have to look at today. So here was the issue. I don't really, like I said, I think that when I first started, I stopped taking trades when I saw multiple imbalances like that. I honestly think that it was something totally different that was causing the problem. Um, but also, whenever there's an imbalance in the POC, I would prefer for there to actually be like the buyers. I wanted the buyers to be in control in the POC with the stacked imbalance with this particular trade, since I'm going for a buy. Um, Now, if it's opposite volume of the direction I'm going, I'm okay with it if it's in the wick, but I don't like it if it's in the body. So, but like I said, it kind of popped up at the last second. That bar actually closed extremely fast. So thankfully, it went ahead and broke even. I was afraid it wouldn't, but it's all good. 204. All right. Something else I want to add to my arsenal is possibly, well, it's not setting up yet. If it sets up today, I'll let you know. But kind of like the early sales like this right here. That one wasn't really it, but only because it had a double top end. I want it to actually be a higher low. And I forgot to write this down. take that divergence. That's coming up because we got a lower low in the middle of two higher highs. Good morning, Rio. How are you? Anyone trading oil? Nope. Yeah, I haven't traded crude oil since probably last summer, spring. That's gonna invalidate anything that. All right, cool. What are the higher time frames look like? Cause what is these? Oh, that's nasty. That's a 5-minute chart. Oh, that is terrible. What? I know so many people who trade on 5-minute charts. How do you trade that? Besides just drawing a range and hoping that you can play the tops and bottoms. Oh, that's insanity. Oh, so the market opened in this candle. Oh, that's horrible. Goodness gracious. All right, let's go back to a 15. That's terrible. I already tell you this. I can't remember because I'm old. I want someone to invent something to electrocute me when I move my target. Girl. No, you ain't told me that. Oh my goodness. You trade on TradeOvate, right? Or am I wrong? Look, I don't be remembering. I feel like most of y'all trade on TradeOvate. No, you trade on NinjaTrader, right? Just a little shock. So one thing that I do like about the chart trader from Affordable Indicators is there is he has so many features, but there is a feature in there that does not let you move your stop loss past your initial stop loss or whatever. And then your target, I think that you can do it for the target as well, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like you can. I could be wrong, but he has so many features. Now for me, I don't, a lot of his features in everything that I have of his, I don't use. Good morning, Granny. I don't use a lot of the features because I don't need them, but I feel like he has it for the target and the stop loss. Oh, okay. It's TradeOvate and Quantower. I got you. Girl, not a little shock. That comes with just trusting the process. But you know what? Because you said that you went for 25, but you stopped yourself at 20. That's not even that bad, honestly. But I get it, though, because it's like, man, especially when you have slower days, it's like, man, I really could have used that extra 5 points. I really could have. That's not what I want it to be. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I think I forgot to add something to my cheat sheet, and I only know it because of me seeing this setting up. Give me a second. Alright, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. like, it's no way that will work out. All right. All right. That ended up being invalid. Cool. Not Team Trader. Hold on. You yelled that a little too loud, Janelle. Roll it back. Yeah, he has great features on his stuff. It makes me laugh every time I suggest it. It was just bad math in my head. I had 25, but my finger was thinking 20 for whatever reason. It happens. It happens. But listen, you got your 20. Oh, yeah. Let me show y'all something. I need to save screenshots of this kind of stuff when it pops up on my Facebook, so that I can show people. I be knowing what the fuck I be talking about. Okay? Hose, please. Oh, that's not a setup, though. Alright, let me go to my memories real quick. Memories. Oh, was it yesterday? Don't do that to me. Oh. Alright, hold on. I gotta send this to myself now so I can show y'all. This is ghetto. Messenger. Send it to myself. Because people really be trying to play on my top. Because they see me losing on stream trying to develop some shit. Okay? They be trying to play on my top, y'all. I don't like that. Memory from 4 years ago. This is on my live account. This is when I was trading the paint drying ES. Who knows where I ended up getting out of this trade at, but I didn't mean to do that. Y'all see this? I used to, well, one of the many strategies that I traded, I used to trade trend lines, and I basically would, I'm pretty sure whenever we were failing to stay above a trend line like right here, I would end up getting into a sell. And then same thing for the downtrend. If we were failing to stay below it like this and we kept tapping on one side of it, eventually I would get in. I don't remember exactly how I would enter. Obviously this was 4 years ago. I don't remember shit from 2 weeks ago. But yeah. And this was on my live account. And the only reason why I used to do this was because, you know, I would post sometimes like in real time and I never wanted people trying to take my trades and stuff. Just whatever. But this was on a 1 hour Heikenaishi chart, it looks like. But I entered on a 2-minute chart. 2 minute was my favorite time frame. It was. But yeah. So I need to start saving screenshots from my memories, because every time somebody comes in here and says dumb shit, I'm just going to be like, look, here's your proof that I know what I'm doing. I just don't know what I'm doing while creating this yet. But I had a couple of profitable strategies. But I think trendline breaks and retests were probably some of my favorites. And I just used the native trendline indicator that came with NinjaTrader. I sure did. Because I'm one of those people, I would rather, I don't want to call it an algorithm, but basically it is an algorithm. That's how indicators are made. I would rather an indicator tell me something than myself, because if I have to do it, it's just too much discretion. Like, how I would draw a trend line is different. How you would draw a trend line, how she would draw a trend line, how he would draw a trend line. So I always wanted to create strategies where I use certain indicators, because if I ever decided to teach, I wouldn't have to worry about 10 of my students drawing a trend line differently. The indicator did it for you. So when this indicator does this, this is what you do. That was just always my goal. And because I know I'm super over analytical, And if I draw the trend lines, baby, it's gonna be trend lines. It's gonna be so many trend lines on that damn chart. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing with them. Everything is a trend line. But yeah, I used to trade the funky ES, and I would make some money. Probably ES. I did trade the Nasdaq, I know for sure as well, because I have screenshots from even 2 years ago on my live account with the Nasdaq. But those, and then probably ZB, one of the bond markets, ZB and UB, those are probably my favorites. Gold, here and there as well. Crude oil as well. But I can't believe that 5-minute chart looks like that. That is super terrible. Use site. Pop in a few streams. Look at Janelle over there in Alpine Stream. I just commented right behind you. Who else? Methodical and Husk. I haven't been in anybody's stream in a minute. It's like when I'm super focused, I just cannot. I don't be watching people's streams at all, whether it's gaming, trading. I don't watch videos and nothing. I could be a horrible supporter sometimes. Not purposely, though. I'll just be focused, that's all. There's so many instruments, don't stuck on one, bitch. What? What kind of... That is a comment for your ass. Well... I really want to see us break down here. I can't take buys unless we break 623.75, so basically 624. So I'm just waiting, being patient. Somebody in somebody in Husk Trader's stream, it looks like they're foreign. It just says there's so many instrument, don't stuck on one, bitch. LOL. Like what? I am weak. Okay, super weak. That is funny. But they are right. There are a lot of instruments, but I just feel like, I mean, if you have a strategy that doesn't set up daily on one instrument, obviously you want to trade multiple instruments. But I feel like if you could find a strategy that you can be consistently profitable with on Nasdaq, why would you want to trade any other instrument, to be honest with you? If you do trade a second instrument, I could see if maybe it's like gold or crude oil, like something that's not like correlated for the most part. I could see that, but aside from that, I just always felt like, all right, I'm getting rid of everything. I'm only going to trade Nasdaq. If it could work on Nasdaq, I don't need anything else, because if this is the most volatile instrument, why do I want to sit there and watch paint dry on other ones? But that's just me. That's just my thought process. All right, and we just broke 623.75. We are trading at the middle pivot level, which is the yellow dots. But we got to be careful because this is a downside pressure line that has been drawn because we broke through the first part, the top part of the zone. So when that happens, we create a downside pressure line, and so we might get a little consolidation until we break there. Do I eat plant-based meats? So no. I stopped eating pork when I was 19, and I initially stopped eating beef as well. And I didn't eat beef for about 2 years. I actually was vegan for about 18 months. And it was that dreadful day. After a workout session, my fiance at the time said he was going to Steak and Shake, so I had to get me a Frisco melt. And I've been eating beef ever since. But the reality is, a lot of vegans and vegetarians, they try to use meat substitutes, and I get it. However, if you can help not eating the substitutes, it would be better. Because, and I actually was watching a video about this last week. There's a couple of doctors that I love on YouTube. One of them is Dr. Berg. I can't remember the name of the other one or other two, but Dr. Berg is really, really good. I really love his content. But anyway, I was either watching a YouTube video or reading an article, but it was talking about how a lot of your substitute meats, for whether it's chicken, beef, whatever, a lot of them are still not that good for you, because even though it's more plant-based, all of the processing, right? I mean, when we think about it, just processed foods in general, whether it's chips, cookies, plant-based meats and things like that, there's so much that goes into it, and there's a lot of binding agents that you have to put in a lot of those substitute meats to keep all of the vegetables together, like the guar gums and the things like that. And guar gum is not the most horrible thing for you, but all of the other stuff that they put in that stuff to keep everything together is just not good for you. It's just not. And honestly, I don't feel like meat as a whole is the problem. I think chicken and pork are probably the absolute worst. Chicken mainly, I feel like for a lot of women are affecting their hormones, whether they know it or not. But to me, if you want to get away from chicken, just start eating more turkey. Like, I don't know if you guys have turkey thighs where you live, but when I tell you turkey thighs, now I don't really like turkey. I don't like turkey legs at all, unless they're boiled. I don't, yeah, I don't like it any other way but boiled. But for the most part, I don't like them. And then turkey wings, I only like flats, but I only like flats with chicken too, so whatever. But yeah, try turkey thighs if you could find some turkey thighs near you. When I tell you, when I tasted turkey thighs for the first time, I said I don't ever need to eat chicken ever again. It's so good. And honestly, when you start eating other meats outside of chicken, you will eventually realize how dirty chicken tastes. Like, there's just a certain taste to other poultry that will make you like, if I go and eat a piece of chicken right now, I'm going to definitely taste the difference. And it's not a difference in like the actual flavor. It's a difference in like, it tastes cleaner. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I would not, don't do the plant-based meats. If you do, just make it a every now and then kind of thing. But just stick to other stuff. Turkey, quail, duck. Duck can be pretty expensive sometimes, but just stick to that kind of stuff and you'll be much better off. Much better off. Good morning, Husk. It's a hard day. It is a hard day, but you're green right now. I think I saw you're up 161. You've never seen turkey thighs. So I first started eating turkey thighs probably, now you're not going to find it at like a Walmart or anything like that. I only find it at our local grocery store. It's called Schnucks. I can usually only find it there, or I don't think Deerbergs sells it. Deerbergs is our other local grocery store, but you're definitely not going to find it in, I don't think I've ever seen it in like a Walmart or a Sam's or anything. But Yeah, I just so happened to come across it one day, cooked it, and I said, "Oh my goodness." And it was over from there. No. Okay, wait. I'm going to lose. I'm irritated. First of all, I was in a double entry accidentally because I was trying to turn it off. I need to stop doing that because I end up in double entries and then stuff like that happens. So this is what happened. Now I'm down for no reason. That's annoying. And because of how hard today is, I'm not going to be able to make that back. The POC was here at first, which is where I wanted it to be. On a 1 bar pullback, I like the POC to be in the wick and it to be opposite volume. So it was seller's volume for a buy. It switched to here at the last second. So I clicked my button, the close button on my chart trader a second time to take the entry off. But all it did was put me in the second entry because I was already in it and I didn't realize I was already in the trade. That is so fucking annoying. And that's the one time where it doesn't actually go up there and break even for me. And then for it to stop me out and do this is even more annoying. But I actually did not want to be in that trade. I am very specific with the 1 bar pullbacks. I would have never taken that trade. Ugh, but whatever, is cool. It is what it is. Shit happens. But that is something that I need to stop doing. Like, I always try to press the button a second time to get myself out or to take the entry off before it actually puts me into the trade. And probably like once a month I end up in double entries from that. So I need to just start just hit the break even button. But I didn't realize I was already in the trade, so what can you do? Nothing. But that's annoying. That is annoying because all of my trades today have been break evens. Just for me to lose that on some fluky shit. And at least if I would have just lost with one contract, I mean, yeah, I still would have been annoyed, but whatever, fine. But to lose with two is very annoying. Very. Have you got over the 3,000 hours on YouTube? No, I'm at 20. I actually just looked yesterday. 20. Hold on, I'll show you or tell you. 2831 is where I'm at. Yeah, 2831. Eventually I'm gonna start posting like some actual like short form content and do some other things that I know I can do to grow my YouTube channel like I did my other one. But I'm just purposely not doing it right now because I don't want the extra exposure. Like I'm okay with low views because I don't want to expose myself to more people who are going to get on my nerves because I'm not profitable yet, because I'm still developing my shit. So I would just rather not grow my YouTube right now. But that's just a personal thing. So once I'm a little bit more consistent, I'll start growing it and doing what I know I could do to grow it. What I missed? Had a meeting about to go curse somebody out. Okay, no cursing out. Yes, behave, like Janelle said. That's what you got, 2836. Oh, we're right around the same. You missed me getting into an accidental trade right here, and it was a double entry on top of that. So I was break even this entire time until now. Now I'm down 180 per account for literally no reason. But yeah, the POC changed on me at the last, like right before the bar closed, and I didn't realize the bar already closed. So I clicked my chart trader a second time, and all it did when the next bar closed was put me into a second entry. And I couldn't break even. I hit the break even button, but we just pushed down and that was that. So that's all you missed. That's it. That's all. So now I'm down for no reason. And I'm quite sure, based on the entire day so far, I'm probably not going to have any trades for the rest of the day. Hopefully I do, but we'll see. We will see, but that's enough. And I'm going to tell y'all something. That's probably the first one bar pullback that I've even taken since I started trading order flow. And I've known for a couple of weeks how I want to trade that. And that is the first one that I took, and it wasn't even valid yet. So annoying. So annoying. It was valid until the last second before that bar closed. But yeah. Sucks. It sucks to suck. Y'all, I saw, and I think this is fake. I don't know if it's true. I hope that it's fake. But somebody shared, there was a guy who posted in one of the discords a rejection letter for his payout, a denial letter. And it said something about, we have to deny your payout because of contract inconsistency. And it said it was because he used 1 micro and 2 micros. He changed from 1 micro to 2 micros. Now, here's why I think that it's fake. I've never heard of that, number one. And number two, hold on one second. Yeah, you can't do that. So when you go in Chrome, right, there's no cursor. I can't put a cursor anywhere. There was a cursor in his that made it look like he typed the shit himself. And there also was like the lines underneath. Like, you know how when you're typing in Microsoft Word, how it puts lines underneath if you have a grammar issue or something like that? I don't ever see that pop up in Chrome. Like, I don't see it popping up in Chrome. Y'all don't call that number. Actually, it ain't even attached to nothing that I got anyway. So you can call it, text that number all you want to. I'll never see it. But yeah, I was like, now come on. If you gonna spread FUD, can we at least do it the smart way? Hold on, I gotta use this to so I'm about to get rid of my number. I need to keep this number for now. They always send me something once every so often to tell me I need to use my number, so I just call myself and leave it at that. Yeah, it's definitely fake. I was like, bro, please stop it. Is it my baby's first day? It is my baby's first day of school. Aww, look at my schnookums. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I don't like that trade. Oh, look at my babies. Why is my nephew was not having it? He'd be so angry all the time. So here's my oldest baby today. Oh wait, y'all can't see. Hold on. Hold please. There my oldest baby. Here's my niece on her first day. Why is there such a glare? Oh, there, that's better. So here's my niece, my little baby. And y'all look at the baby. He don't never do right, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm weak. I am weak. He just don't never do right. Good morning, Truth Seeker. How are you this morning? When I tell you he always has an attitude, always, okay? He always has an attitude. He ain't gonna be the death of me. He stays with an attitude, bro. I am literally not surprised by his picture at all. At all. I am so mad about this freaking trade. I hate when the POC flips in the last second. But that is okay. So now that let's pray that this is the last set of changes I have to make to my strategy so I can focus on execution. But now that I don't have to focus so much on looking down at my cheat, especially not that particular setup, because I know exactly what it's only one way that can set up. What I need to do is this. So let's say the POC is where I want it to be, and I'm just waiting for the bar to close. I need to start paying attention to the other volume bars, right? Because had I paid attention back here whenever it was, hold on, trying to find it. Girl, how far back was it? I think it's coming up now. Maybe? Yes. So had I paid attention, right? Once I saw that the POC was where I wanted it to be, once the bar starts getting close to closing, what I need to pay attention to is the actual size of these bars. Because had I done that, I would have saw that this level right here was starting to get real close to this one. But like I said, the POC changed like in literally probably like the last half second before that bar closed. So I think with that particular trade, there was really nothing that I could do. My issue was once I noticed it, I didn't have enough time to break even. But that's the biggest thing. So like even here, right? Now the POC is already down here, but let's say that the POC was up here and we're starting to get in the body of the candle starting to close. I would need to pay attention to how far the bars are pushing out, because if it's getting close to taking over wherever the POC is up here, I need to pay attention to that because it's going to flip on me. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I really need to focus on really all this week, to be honest with you. I do need to focus on that for sure. But I'm gonna get it together. That was just fluky, and there's really nothing I could do about last second changes, really. But once I get used to that, I'll be good. I will be just fine. I'm gonna stay in. Yep. All right, we made a little bit of it back. Was a little worried at first, only because the way that particular setup is, Um, if the POC was in the wick, I couldn't take it because we're touching a level. Oh wait, y'all don't got the order for VWAP over there? Oh shit. We were rotating over the VWAP. I'm sorry guys, I forgot that I had took it off a long time ago because I thought that that was part of my performance issues with NinjaTrader, and really I just need to upgrade or update. But anyway, so yeah, with the way that this setup was, there was more volume in these couple bars than these bars right here, so the sellers started to take over, right? Um, and if the POC is in the wick, I don't like for there to be any kind of level attached to my entry bar at all. But it was in the body, so I was cool. But once that zigzag changed, I was like, wait, maybe that does need to be a rule with that one too, but I don't think it does. I think I'm good with that one. All right, so we made a little bit of a comeback. Just a tad. What other levels? I don't think that y'all are missing any other levels over here. The OHL, the OHL, the OHLC, the pivot, and the VWAP. That should be all. Yeah. All right. The VWAP's back. Sorry. I forgot all about that. He doesn't look happy. Baby, he's not. And he's probably going to be real upset when he realized he at school by himself, even though him and his sister were not in the same class since they're a year apart. He's not going to be happy. Or they're 2 years apart. The oldest two are a year apart, but the middle and the youngest are 2 years apart, but he's probably not going to like the fact that they are not in the same school anymore. I know my baby. He ain't going to be happy. I'm going to ask him, you rather be at TT house? Yes. My little schnookums. That's an imbalance. I don't like that. Now we can't take that at all. Too much volume in that swing, and the prime high would go through the body of the candle. Wednesday. Got a little date with my best friend. Her birthday was the 11th. And I didn't get to see her on her birthday. She was just so busy and so tired. So I told her that I would bring. So for my birthday, she brought some ice cream over, and we just had us a good little talk and stuff like that. And so I told her that I was gonna bring her dinner, because a couple of weeks ago, I think we were on the phone when I was going to pick up some catfish nuggets, and she was like, "From where?" And she was like, "Oh, that sounds good." So I told her I would treat her to dinner, and it's funny because that was the first thing out of her mouth. You could bring me some of that catfish that you had that one day. I was like, that was exactly what was on my mind. So I'm gonna pick us up some catfish nuggets, a little dinner, bring some wine, and we just gonna chill and have us a good little time. How about 7:30? That works for me. All right, that is no longer a thing. All right, I'm really gonna have to pay attention when it's pullbacks to my major and middle half trend, the divergence, because those are the two that I had like a complete rework of. So it's gonna take me a minute to get used to that. Is that wrong? Oh wait, no, maybe it's not. That almost was what I was looking for. The POC ended up being right on my half trend. I was almost there. But I had so much data to go through. So much. My other best friend kept calling me, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet?" Because he was trying to play 2K, but he was playing with our other friends. And he's like, "Are you done? Why is it taking you so long?" I said, "Look, I'm trying to do complete rework so that I am ready to trade tomorrow." Okay? F that game. But it should make it to where my divergence trades at those two half trends are like super efficient and effective with high win rates. So we'll see. We'll see. Am I invited? Sure. We like to have a good little talk, good little girl time. That's actually my longest time of having a friendship with anyone is with her, which is crazy because I don't. She's my only female friend, close one. Well, no, she's my only female friend. There was one girl I was like pretty close to, and we had built a friendship over the course of about 2 years, and I had to get rid of her because she was overstepping religious boundaries, and that was that. You gotta go. You gotta go. Bye bye. But yeah, so I've been friends with her since I was 10. Oh shit, wait. Ooh, I'm glad I looked. I remembered that. So I looked down for confirmation. But yeah, we've been best friends since I was 10 years old. We met in 6th grade. And we've been rocking ever since. And it was so funny because when I was friends with the other girl, my best friend's name is Ashley. She was like, "I'm so proud of you for having another female friend. This is so great." And then when I called her and I was like, "Yeah, so about that," she was like, "What happened?" She was like, "I was so proud of you." I'm like, "Look, I tried. Okay, I fucking tried." I tried. I need it to be. Nope. All right. Well, I tried. Up 1080 on crude oil. Nice. Wait, are you saying bye bye Nasdaq? You gonna leave Nasdaq for good? You cursed them out. Wait. With a smiley face? Not is she being a Karen? I pay. Oh, those people. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You can cuss them out. I thought you when you said at work about to cuss somebody out. I thought you was talking about your coworkers or something. Yeah, you can cuss them people out. I had a friend break up not too long before I moved. Was exhausted with hearing about her man, her life all the time. Bad listener too. Yeah. See, this is the thing. I I consider myself having four best friends. Okay. I have the one who's a trader. I have the one who's a trucker. My female best friend I just told you guys about. And then I also have my best friend who I game with. So the female best friend, been friends with since I was 10. The one that I game with, I've been friends with for about 12 years now. The trucker, I've been best friends with him for about 10 years now. And the one who's a trader, about 10 years as well. Right? And like, maybe it's different with women because with my female best friend, I never really had to listen to her about men problems. Like, I never had that with her, right? Like, she's a very intelligent person. Like, of all of my friends, she is definitely the smart. She's a scientist. Like, she's extremely smart, right? I think she got like a 35 on her ACT. Like, she's just really intelligent. And we can have conversations about so many things. And one thing we've never had to really talk about was relationships, like really ever. And with the other girl, see, I'm like the friend, I can listen to your issues, whatever it is, but I'm a super like, I am a solution oriented person. What is the solution here? I can't hear you complain about the same thing forever. Like, I can't. Even if I'm complaining about how trading is going, I am doing something every day to try to change that, right? But if you're complaining about the same thing every time I talk to you, I can't. Like, it's why my best friend who's the trucker, when he rekindled his relationship, I let him know, listen, I love you. And even though I don't necessarily support this reunion, I'm still going to support you because you're my best friend. However, all the things that you've complained about, I don't want to hear anymore. Because the moment you rekindled and you reunited, you accepted all that came with that, which means that you accepted everything that you complained about before. So you no longer get to complain to me about those certain things. He was like, what? You gonna leave me on an island? Absolutely. So it was a couple of times where he wanted to vent and he started and he was like, never mind. I said, what? I forgot. You don't want to hear that. You're right. But one day I could just tell that he just needed to get it out, right? So I let him. Because he always tells me I'm like the most level-headed friend he has. I'm the most intelligent and like I give him really good advice and stuff like that. And for me, it's just a matter of like, my best friends will tell you by the time I start complaining to them about anybody I'm with, one of my feet is already out the door. And you're not going to hear me complaining about it a year later, 2 years later. Like, my longest relationship is 18 months because I leave niggas. I don't got time. I'm out. Bye. I don't have time for that. I don't and I won't. We gotta break even. We hit the zone. Push through, bitch. Nope. And that was a bad fill. I lost 2 ticks on that. But I took the trade so that Applejacks wouldn't steal in anger. Whoa. How did I get a full stop on one of them? Bro. How did I not get filled? This is why I rather just not take the damn trade. If I know I have to break even, I just rather not. But that was like enough of a it was enough separation, but maybe from now on, if I could see that I'm too close to the zone, I just won't take the trade. Sometimes it does push through, but to get a bad feel like that is pretty annoying actually. Like I had a full stop on the follower. How? Matter of fact, I wonder if I bet you the entry was I bet you I didn't get filled on the initial entry, and when it came back is probably when it filled me. I can almost guarantee you. I'm about to go look at the trade performance. But anyway, so yeah, with that girl, that woman, she was married and she's dealt with certain things, and it's like, okay, but you stayed. So, and I didn't even know you when this happened. So I'm already sick of hearing it. Because if you're going to stay, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I knew it. Okay. So I can't even really be that mad at this. So if you look at the entry time, you can see I was basically filled on the follower 6 seconds later, which is basically when I got stopped out of the other one. So as it was heading to stop me out at break even is when I was entered into the follower. Ain't nothing I could do about that. But yeah, I was tired of that. Her kids were kind of obnoxious, and I was just like, it was to the point where, and I told her, I was like, your kids overstimulate me. Like, I ain't telling y'all nothing I didn't tell her myself. So what I would end up doing eventually was I would talk to her in the morning, and when her kids came home from school, talk to you tomorrow. Like, and we were building a really good friendship. Like, we would talk every day. She had the same type of business that I had, and that's how we ended up meeting. And she was a cool person. Like, I would never take that away from her, but it was just certain things where I'm just like, but once she overstepped I just have certain boundaries that are very clear cut, and I don't want you crossing them, and I let people know up front. And one of the boundaries is a religion boundary. Like, I don't do that, like, at all of my friends know that, right? And it just really pissed me off because her excuse for it was like, I was so confuzzled. Well, I just sent it to everybody in my phone, but that's rude. Because if you know that I have a certain boundary, it doesn't matter who you send it to, don't send it to me. You know what I mean? Like, and that was just that. And I had to let her know about herself, and here we are. Here we are. Oh, Lord, nobody's saying. All right, I'm probably going to get into this sale here. As long as the POC doesn't end up being this one thing that I'm still questioning, I'll get in. All right, we're in. Let's see what happens. This is one of the ones that I still feel like needs a little bit of work, just a tiny bit, possibly. I'm not really sure, but we'll see. We in it to win it. Hopefully we don't reject here, which is where my major level is. And we could possibly... I really didn't want to start my week off this way. See, am I in on... Alright, I'm in on both. Because sometimes I wonder if I need to break even at the major level, and I probably do. We'll see. I don't know. But either way, alright, let's see. I can't believe I didn't give you your money back. Good friends are hard to... You've known your best friend for 20 years? Yeah, those are the best. Some women are incomplete without a man. I cannot deal with those personalities. Yeah. And I'm just not that person. Like, I promise y'all, when I tell y'all I've broken up with every person I've been with, I mean it. I am not that person at all. I can do without completely. I don't even like being bothered. And I don't know. And I just don't have a lot in common with most women. Like, don't like to gossip. Not to say every woman gossips. I'm not saying that. But a lot of women, they gossip. They like shopping. They like just doing a lot of things that I don't like to do. I'm a gamer. I don't care about any of those things at all. um, yeah, it's just not my thing. It's just not. We're gonna try the sale again. I'm really thinking about turning off the trades of the follower because that's the account that just renewed on the 17th, so it's brand new and we're already starting off negative. I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. Now it's a little questionable. Well, not really. Now let's see what happens. So I think it's only... I might regret this later, but it is what it is. Because I don't have a rule for that, right? 54, nope, didn't touch that. If this loses, then I just know I have to follow the same rule as this other touch. And this zigzag changed. If it loses, I'll just take the L, it's cool. But I don't remember that being a thing. It's gonna lose. And I don't break even with zigzag changes anymore, so. Can we get a full win? Of course not. Of course you want to be a bitch. Anyway, people like to complain about their problems, but yeah, they don't want to solve them. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Hold on, I'm gonna look at something real quick. I think I actually want to make that a rule for that one too. That would have kept me out of that trade altogether, which is fine. Today was rough, man. I don't even remember. What was this? 1025.01. I don't remember what the POC was there. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at my journal for this particular trade. But I don't really think that oh, that actually kind of makes sense. All right, we might have a slight change to that cell right there, which makes sense. So I only have about for that particular setup in the last month I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 19 well, that would be number 20. And I'll show you guys where the quote unquote problem was, which it was not really a problem, but and what I didn't quite realize. Hold on, let me take a screenshot real quick. All right, so this is what my half trends look like. So obviously it's a super deep pullback, right? And I'm trying to basically see if we are going to change trends. So once we start trading above my major half trend, we have a high chance of just reversing and just continuing up. No problem. However, I can still take divergence trades above it. It's no issue. But you see how this previous bar reacted off of this level? This is my middle half trend. So the middle half trend changed from a downtrend to an uptrend at this level. And that I'm basically trying to take a trade that reverses off of it. Like it wicked off of it. So it reacted there, which is what I'm looking for. But I don't have a lot of examples of when the previous bar reacts off of that particular half trend, which I think it reacting off of that half trend is actually pretty important, because that's the half trend that I'm looking for a reaction of when the trend actually changes. So I'm gonna have to, I still don't think that I have enough examples, but I have enough examples to see at least that what has been working well so far is that if I'm gonna take a trade off of that change level and the previous bar reacts off of that half trend, I need it to be I need the PLC to be in the wick, and I need the volume to be opposite my trade direction. So if we look inside of that bar, so this was the entry bar here, it's in the wick, but it's seller's volume instead. And the reason why it makes sense that it needs to be buyer's volume is because I need to trap them. Why do I need to trap them? Well, we just changed from a downtrend. That particular half trend changed from a downtrend to an uptrend. We immediately reversed at the change level. So I want to trap the buyers there. I don't want the sellers to take over already. So it makes sense, because if I look at the examples that I have so far, when the PLC is in the wick and it's opposite volume of the direction I'm going, there's, let's see, 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins, 4 wins. There's 4 wins, no losses, no break evens, no nothing. Now, if it's in the body of the candle, it has 2 wins and 0 losses. So basically it's 6 and 0 when it's either wick opposite or just in the body of the candle. So I am going to make that little slight adjustment. go from there. I already have, like, if the previous bar reacts off of my minor or my major half trend levels, so I'm not really worried about those. But I actually did not look at the previous bar reacting off the middle half trend at all. I looked at the other two, but not that one. And of course it was set up today to make me look at it, but it's all good. So what am I, 200 on one and 300 on another? Yeah, whatever. Really, most of that is caused by the, what did I lose, like 100 and, I feel like I lost like 180 something dollars on that double entry on the one bar pullback. That was not correct. So without that little minor mishap, I would be break even on one account and negative on the other, and only negative on the other because I wasn't filled on time, because it should have been a break even on that trade, but it's all good. So that's like been the biggest thing that I'm trying to make sense of certain things. Like, why do certain things happen? Am I trapping or am I just continuing with the trend, you know? And even though the overall trend is a downtrend, so you would think that I wouldn't care about, like, the point of control being the sellers being in control. No, I have to worry about that, because even though we're in a downtrend, we were pushing towards switching to an uptrend. So I need to trap the buyers. And a lot of times it seems like the trapped sales or the trapped trades work so well. So I can't even be mad about today at all. Hopefully the rest of the week I have a great week and we could just make up for today. But overall, didn't have a bad trading session though. That loss was something I can't help. I haven't looked that up yet. Even like this trade right here, I'm not taking that ever again. I'm not. Yeah. There was buyer's volume in the wick, and I don't think I want that there. I don't. But yeah. I'm having the hardest time figuring out what I want to eat every day. Start meal planning. At the beginning, whenever you go to the grocery store, plan out what you want to eat for the week. That's what I do. I only eat 2 meals a day, and I eat the same breakfast every single day, so I never have to worry about that. And then a lot of times right now, I don't have to worry about dinner because usually my mom or my grandma will cook. But if I have a taste for something, like I just bought some catfish nuggets because they were like $4.50 a pound. And not to say that I'm tired of eating beef, because I don't have a problem with beef, but sometimes I just want catfish or some kind of fish. And usually when I get catfish nuggets, I always just buy it from the place across the street from my house. And, you know, it's fried, but I don't really like eating fried food like that. So I think it was last week, I had pan-seared some catfish nuggets, and then I broiled them in a sauce just so the sauce could be a little sticky on them. They were so good. And I really didn't even need the sauce at all. So I went ahead and bought me a 2-pound bag so that I can eat that a little bit this week. Kid, watch this. You watching, looking back at the monitor, missing the trade. Dad, look at this. And they twirl. Girl, this what you stopped me for? To spin around in a circle? Now she got to go back to her granny forever. Go stay with her granny forever. Coming across IPAs, one of the guys just sent $50 for a B-day, so now I gotta take her where she wants to go. Ah. Oil might be your new wave. Nice. Congratulations. Girl, catfish is good. But my favorite fish is buffalo fish, though. Baby, I love me some buffalo. All them bones and all. I don't even care. I love me some buffalo. Buffalo, bluegill, crappie, and catfish are my favorites. I don't really like jack that much. Janelle, it's probably because oil is just so much more smooth. Oil and gold, they're just so much more smooth. You don't get a lot of the fake outs and stuff like that. Almost time to be done. Probably won't get any more trades. All right, so I took 8 trades today. Like I said, what I'm most mad about is just that double trade, the double entry on the trade that was invalid. Let's see. Yeah, 8 trades. I won 1, lost 2, 3, lost 3, broke even on 4. 1, 2, no, 3. Why can't I count? Let's just do it this way. This is so much easier. All right, yeah. So I won 1, lost 2, 3, and broke even on 1, 2, 3, 4. That break even was trash. Oh, that's that break even that hit the zone. Yeah, I don't know about trading at that zone like, or trading going towards that zone like that, because it does technically present itself as a supply or demand zone. But I thought that I was far away enough from the entry for it to possibly just push through it. But we'll see. We will see. I might just stop taking those altogether. We'll see. But either way, overall, not a horrible day. It kind of sucks that my first 2 trades I had to break even on. But it kind of is what it is. Let me see. Oh, I didn't take 8 trades. I took 7. Forgot one of them is the double entry. But either way, that's that. Let me show you guys the accounts dashboard. Literally only one thing I think I need to look at. Oh, I didn't even save that. Even though I will end up saving it in the end. But so this is where we are. We still got 2 weeks left on this account, so hopefully it lasts, but at least we have this account as well, so not too bad of a day. I ain't really tripping. But like I said, hopefully the rest of the day or the rest of the week presents enough opportunities for me to be able to, number one, make all that money back. But also, one thing that I am proud about today, besides, me effing up the execution on the 1 bar pullback, I am happy that I don't think that I set out of any trades. Like I said, I set out of 1, but it ended up being a loss, and the reason why I set out is because it was a sell at the major support level, and the level went through the body of the candle, and I don't like that, so I didn't take it. But outside of that, I'm pretty sure that I took every single trade, and for me, that is like the best accomplishment, because first of all, it helps to cut down on my journaling time, because I don't have to go back through the session a second time to write all of those down. It was taking so much time that I wasn't even taking pictures, because most of the time if I miss or sit out of a trade, I like to take pictures of it just to have it so I can go back and look later. But I don't feel like doing that. It takes even more time, so I stopped doing that. And also just being able to have that data inside of the trade journal. Yes, TradeZella allows you to manually add them. Like I could add them to the playbook as a missed trade, but that takes too long because I got to put the entry time in. I don't feel like doing all that. So that's what I'm most happy about. And Applejack didn't have to stew in anger. Yeah. Yes, buffalo fish is bomb. You got to get you some. It's a lot of bones though. You got to watch it. Yes, no stewing. But yeah, so that's it. I'll look over those couple of things and report back to you guys tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure I've already figured it out. I can say that the reworks that I did, I do believe that they're going to help, because the few that I saw set up that no longer meet the requirements didn't work out. So that's a good thing. And I feel like I have enough data for most of the setups at this point where I know exactly what I'm looking for. Like I said, that was just part of the rework that I did not look at. And I don't know why, but I just didn't. So it is what it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.